Well, hello, everybody. Sorry for the late start. I decided not to race today, and I'm going to broadcast. So we are eSeniors. This is the last race of the year. This is one of the reasons why I did not race today, because it's the last race of the year. There's a lot on the line. Hoping to get to the standings here and there somewhere. I've got pictures of it, but I'll look later. So anyway, we're into qualifying already for the Platinum category. I'm going to try to do a half decent job here. Let me take a look at my volumes. And in the chat line, see if you can tell me if everything's good, if anybody's on. I'm the only one watching right now, but I'll have to keep trying to look. I big panic to set this up today. I just drove into Arizona from Canada, so I just set my whole system up this morning. But anyway, let's take a quick peek at what is going on here. What is going on? We've got the Platinum guys out there. Saunders is first. I'm going to take a quick peek if I can take a look at the standings here. I'll get them up on the screen for myself, at least. Silver and bronze. Okay, silver category. Sorry, not bronze. Platinum category. Let's find the platinum category. So platinum, John Saunders is ahead by a significant amount, 293 points. So he's 30 points ahead of Chris Bourne with 260. Stuart Packham is 221. So I don't know that this race is going to have too much of an effect, except that Steve Howells is in fourth place at 198. So he could jump into third place there in this one. We'll do the other teams or the other sectors, not segments later, the other guys. So what do we got going here? We got John in the lead as usual, I guess. Let me just jump on to John so you can see him. Where is John Saunders? Trying to find his number. Oh, there we go. There is John. Oh, John's in the pits right now. So who's in second? Chris Bourne's in second by 0.2 of a second. It's not a very good... let me see what we got here in terms of session best relative. There we go. And personal best. That should be correct up there now. So John's got a 1:57.5. What do we got in terms of time here? Just about the end. That's his last chance. He's only behind by 0.02 of a second, and he went into the pits. So he did not make it. Who else is out here? Merche is out. That is it for those guys. So now we're going to go to... I think that is our podium there. John Saunders is in first place. Let's just take a quick peek at his livery. I did update my liveries a couple of days ago before I left Edmonton. Chris Bourne's in second place. And Steve Howells is in third place, a half a second behind the leader. But Chris and John really, really close together. Hello. Sounds good. Thanks, Brian. Arthur, you're there. I'd pop in and give a thumbs up. Okay, thanks. Quali is live. You got going in silver there, Arthur. Or Arthur. I know I keep calling you Arthur, but you told me before it's Arthur. All right, so yeah, just panically put this broadcast together for you guys, because I know Juan, if you're listening, Juan is sick as a dog. He just got in from, I think he was overseas. Was he not at some simulation simulation conference? So let's see who's out there in silver. Let me find somebody who's out there. There we go. There's Terry Throwbridge. Let me find who's out there. Number 701. That is Derek still out there. 15. Who's number 15? Thomas Rainier, I think, is the first guy. Oh, Danny Britos is the first guy. He'll be setting the first time, I think, in silver category. So we'll follow him right now. Oh, why have I got a thumbs up on my screen and this on the Let me think here what's going on. Like, I gotta get rid of that. Put the like button in the wrong place. Anyway, I was experimenting there. I'll put that somewhere else. Let me put the like button up and I'll put it over. Where will I put it? Yeah, I'll put it right here. So hit that like button. We are on my stream because I should get rid of that stupid button. We are on my stream because I couldn't get it set up for eSeniors in time. So anyway, anybody that see a few people watching, that's good. And my volume's not bad. So what do we got going here? Who is in? I'm gonna put the. Who is in? Danny Britos is the first guy up. He's going to be setting the first time, I believe. Let me put the numbers up for fun for now. Yeah. Antonio Fierria shows in. He's out there. Is he racing with the silver guys now? And his number's not changed on the board. Anyway, so here we go. Danny Britos coming around. Where is he now? He's got a ways to go yet before he sets the first time. Coming around the loop. Yeah, I don't got all my screens set up here too. He's only got 2 screens, so I can't see everything that's going on at once. So let's just hope that I get everything going here before the race starts. Let's look at the silver category here in terms of the standings. So in silver, I think it's a little closer. It's very close. Michael McLennan is in first place with 220. I'm just going to write all these things down while I'm talking here. 220, because it's going to be important for the stream. Uwe Tolan is in second place with 218 points. Very close. Danielle Britos, who we're watching right now, is in third place with 207, a little bit further behind. And then fourth is Terry Throwbridge. So this is a very, very competitive grouping, isn't it? This is going to be very cool to watch. So we'll have to watch those 3 guys. I'm assuming they're all here today. I don't see Mr. McLennan. Is Mr. McLennan serving? No, there he is, number 88. All right, McLennan is up in there. All right, we got our guys. I'm going to get back to showing the improvements. There is the quali deltas. So McLennan is in first place, I believe. No, Terry's in first place. And he's up by, cool, not very much. And who is improving? Daniel Britos, who we're watching, is improving on his last time. That should bring him up into third or fourth place in his category. How much time we got left? We got about halfway through here. Qualification. And who is improving? Thomas has got a good time going. He just lost his time. Everybody's out there. Daniel Caballero is up a second. Where is that going to get him? 2.0. Woo! That'll get him on the podium for silver. Let's just watch him. Where is he? He's got not too long to go. I'm trying to find the right camera here for Silverstone. So we are at Silverstone. As usual, it's a 50-minute race, 1 pit stop. Last race of the year, as I've said before. Nice to see. Oh, Peter, David, and Jeremy on the same points, but no sign of Peter today. Oh, Peter might have had to work. And there goes Caballero into second place. Nice job. But Britos has got a good one going. Where is Danny? I mean, Daniel is just starting his lap. We've been watching him quite a bit. Let's see if we can see somebody else. But thanks, Brian. Uwe is not here. He's only 2 points behind McLennan. Oh, Uwe is not here today. So I wonder what's up with people not showing up for this last race. So if Uwe doesn't show up, and it's Britos, he is 13 points behind. So depending on how McClellan stays on the track, Danny Britos is up about halfway through his lap. He's still improving. 1.4. That'll get him podium. And Britos is in third place, so he's doing hard charging today. Hard charging. Hard charging. And McLennan is bringing up another one. He's got 0.4 on it too. So if McLennan could jump in, he's up 0.6. That's a 1.4. Well, right now he has got a hell of a lap going. He's only halfway through, however. I don't like this view at all. There's the better view. So McLennan's up by half a second. That'll bring him to 1.6 plus, and that'll get him podium. That'll get him first place in his category. So he's charging through and wants this win. Jeremy, how is Jeremy doing? Jeremy is up. Just lost all his time. He was up quite a bit there for a second. McLennan had a bit of a trouble, lost some of his time, but he's coming through the last couple of corners through Brooklands. Up 0.3 only. That's not necessarily going to get him there. He's got to get a little bit more time, I think, to get ahead of Danielle. No, he's not going to make it. Lost a little bit of time on his best lap. He's in second place. Not bad, though. Not bad. A minute left in qualifying. He's going to get another crack at it. But Britos, he is pulling out all the stops. Look at that. Up 0.3. Ooh, just dropped a tenth of a second. Just dropped another tenth. He is midway through his lap. He had a great midsection there, but lost a little bit on that last couple of laps, corners. Thomas Rainier's, where is he in his lap? He is just a third of the way going. He's got a good lap going too. 0.8 in that Porsche. That is up a second. That is going to get him up there in the first 2 or 3. Although Danielle has still got a good lap going. He's going to put a little bit of space between him and McLennan. Let's see if Thomas can hold it together. The last couple of corners coming through Lewfield now. He's got a great time going. That's going to get him up there into the podium on his. Look at that, second place in his category. Nice job in silver. That's it for him. Let's see who else has got something. Ollie is improving a little bit on his time. He's one of the last guys out there. And last but not least, we're going to get the bronze category. I tried to get a little bit of practice in today, but that wasn't even competitive within my bottom of the pack. So I decided to stream since nobody was streaming. I was on listening to Juan. Juan sounded awful, like he was dying. He said he would do a replay race, but he may do that. But I thought I'd jump on here and try to get something going live. I know some people like to watch it live. There's the big natty boy. Hi. How are you? All right, let's take a quick. Let me take a quick look at the standings. I'll give you somebody to watch here. Who's out there? Who is out there? Let us watch Paul Garnham. Haven't seen him too much. Let me look at the standings for bronze. And in first place is Paul Garnham. I'm even watching the leader just by chance. I haven't looked at these things in a while. In second place, it's Joaquim Rodriguez. Paul Garnham has 238 points. Joaquim is 9 points behind him with 229. Jean-Marie Groslo is 2:18, so there's not too much competition here. All right, so that is that. So I'm not sure if there's going to be too many differences in this category either. So it looks like the excitement's going to be in silver in terms of standings. There's always excitement in terms of the race, however, so there's no problem there. These guys are just getting through. Who is out there first? I believe it is Paul. So we'll just stick with Paul. He's going to be setting the standard. Let me take a quick look at different cameras again. Look in the stream. What's going on? Good day, Greg. Somebody mentioned that Peter David and Jeremy, the boss man, are tied. But Peter didn't show up today. Jeremy, how did Jeremy do in this ranking today? He's 13th. Antonio Ferreira, I'm not sure what he's been out and practicing, going all over on the track. I'm not sure what category he is in, but we'll see. Where is he in the standings, I wonder? I'm not going to take a look. But anyway, we'll see where he ends up. All right, so what are we doing here? Nobody Arthur. So I think Graham was the first guy out. Let's see, he's not quite a third of the way through. He's on Wellington Straight right now, as you can see from the stream. Yes, I just drove 2,800 kilometers from Edmonton, Alberta to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm here for the winter. Just unpacked all my stuff. Got into the rig for about a half an hour before the race and said, I just can't, I can't get any times going here. So I decided very late, like 15 minutes before race time, to try to get a stream going and all my other equipment going. So I've only got one extra screen today to play with. I'm thinking of going to triples, guys. My wife wouldn't let me pack my big wide screen. Okay, so Paul Graham is definitely in first place, although Antonio, who is out there, is in first, but he's been out quite a number of times. I'm trying to figure out later to see if he is actually in the bronze. Looks like he is. This is in the right place in terms of his time. Looks like Paul, though, has got a very good time going. He's got Fiera's 2.4, whereas Graham is 2.9, but he's got a good lap going. We'll stick with him for a bit. Daniela Vella's got a great lap going. He'll bring it into 3.0. Off the lead. Let me see if I can just put actual times up here. Bear with me for a second. Where did that show? There's the actual times. I was way off the pace. I couldn't get any better than 2:05 this morning, so there's no way I was going to have decent pace today. All right, so Paul Graham is, he's got a great time going. That is going to knock him into 1.3, if I've got this correctly, looking at this correctly, which will jump him up. Oh, that can't be right. Let me see here. Personal best is not right. Session best, that's what we're looking at. Nope, that's session best relative. I'll give him 2.1. Holy smokes, if he can hang in here. 2.0, that jumps him into the lead, obviously, and a couple of spots up on the silver category. So that's nice. Oh, Richard Coulombe has got a good lap going too. 2.9, he'll get a 2.0 flat. That he'll drop him at least into second place. He is just going around Lewfield now, so he's got a good lap going. 0.9, 2.0, he's going to be... He is going to be struggling, not struggling, but racing for the lead here. Let's see what he's going to do. 1.0. Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. He gets the pole position in his category. But look at that. Paul is also up 0.3 in his lap. Where is Paul in his lap? He is halfway through his lap going through club. Up half a second. Let's get in the cockpit with him just to see how he is doing this. He is going to jump into the 1.6s, which will get him into the top 10 in the whole race here. So good racing going on today. Let's see here, Graham is 1.8. What he's doing right now, he is getting up to Brooklands. Let's see if he can maintain it here through this tough little section. Gotta hang on to his throttle right here. Don't get too anxious, especially in a Porsche. Oh, he got a great exit there. Oh, he lost a little bit on the exit. He lost a little traction there, so no, he's going to stay where he is. How much time we got left? We got time for another lap. Who else is improving here? Well, Joaquin. Let's give Joaquin some love. Here is his, look at his livery for fun. I love that livery. That's cars, I think. Yeah, that's a snail. That BMW sound, very nice. So he didn't improve too much there. But the big boys up front. Antonio. Let's give Antonio some airtime. If I can find him here. Where are you, Antonio? Oh, he's in the pits. No, he's not. 17th. There he is. So Antonio. Oh no, let's get away from these guys. Garnham and Coulomb are duking it out here. They've both got slight advantages on their best laps. Chamadi Grolo's got a good time going there. That'll bump him up a couple of spots. But Garnham, Paul is trying desperately to get that pole position in his category. That's 13th in the race. With 24 guys on track today. Coulomb's got a little bit of an improvement going. Not sure where Coulomb is in his lap. Garnham doesn't need very much. We're going to stick with him. He just can't seem to. He's flat on this last time. Now he lost quite a bit. Oh yeah, I totally lost it. Where's Richard in his lap? Well, Richard's up a 10th. And he's got quite a ways to go yet. This is his last lap. And he has just lost all his advantage. He needs 2/10 to get up into 12th place. I don't think he is going to do that. Last but not least, Arthur Castonguay here. He just crossed over the line, jumped into second last place. So there we go. This is our board today. Here is our board today. I'm going to jump up to show the board. Here. So there we go. In first place and pole position is John Saunders with 157.5. Next is Chris Bourne. Just 2/100ths of a second behind him. So we're going to get a good I think we're going to get a good race today with those two guys being so close, because in third place, Howells is a whole half a second behind in qualification time. And there we go. That session is ended. Let me go put the numbers up here so we can see the different where all the classes ended up. In first place in silver is Danny Britos. And let me put his time. There we go. No, that's not what I want. I want. There's the times, I think. There we go. So Britos with a 158.8 is in first place in silver. Caballero in second. Oh, he's probably 2/10 behind. Thomas Rainier is very, very close in third place behind Hugo. They're almost dead even. That's hundredths of a second between them. In the bronze category, we've got Richard Coulomb, pulled off some great laps there. He has got a slight lead over Paul Garnham, the league leader. So 159 for him, and that is 1/10 of a second. And Jeremy, no, that's not Jeremy. In third place is Antonio Ferreira. Can I pronounce his name properly? One of these days I'll practice it. So he's in third place. So there we go. That is our respective podiums. I'm going to try and see if I can give you guys a look at the standings, because the top 10 is hard to go through. Let me quickly... how can I do this? How can I do this? Just bear with me for 1 second. There we go. We're jumping onto the board there. We're going to have a minute left, and then we're going to have a lap. So that's why I thought I could figure out a way of showing. Oh, there we go. I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. There we go. There is our standing. So this is the platinum category. So I went to 4. Why is that not very nice? I can't see the numbers, can we? There we go. That's better. There's the standings in platinum. So we talked. John Saunders is up by about 30 points, 33 points over Chris Bourne. But I think we're going to get a race between these two guys today. Anyway, Stuart Packman is in third place. He is a good 39 points behind Chris in third place. So that is going to be probably our league standings for the season 14. Good job, you three guys. And we go down the rest of the board there. You can see the top 10. Now let me get up the silver. Sorry. Hang on a second here.
30 seconds.
I think that is silver. Nope, sorry. I've still got the platinum up there.
20 seconds.
There's standings for silver. There we go. Hang on.
10 seconds.
There's a silver category coming up. So we've got Michael McLennan very close to with Uwe Tholen, but Uwe is not here today. So it goes to Daniel Britos to try to unseat him. He's 13 points behind. Now, given that we've only got 5-6 points between different positions in this league, we're going to have to. He's going to have to get a very good. Very good. Why can't I hear the? For some reason, I can't hear the desktop. Anyway, that's last. And last but not least, the bronze category. Here it comes. So you guys can see the other guys' standings if you like. Quickly trying to find it. Just trying to resize it here. Not having much success. There we go. There's a resizing. Then, okay, this is the silver category, or bronze category. So, no, these are going to be the way it finishes, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe not. Paul Garnham with 238. Let me just write that down. Garnham, 238. Rodriguez was 229. That's fairly close together if they have a big difference. I'm not sure if Rolo is here today. He has 218. And there's the rest of the standing. So let's get back to the track. getting a little close to the time when we need to go. We gotta get everything set up here. Good. Not sure I'm not hearing. For some reason I'm not hearing. Oh, it's because somehow I got my microphone down. Here we go. We are going to be lining up pretty soon with the side by side. So we got back just in time. So this is going to be, obviously got to go to Helicam here because this is going to be an interesting start here between Bourne and Saunders. We want to make sure, we're not quite ready yet, we want to make sure that we see whether Chris can get ahead of John here. If he does, it's going to be very interesting to see those two battle it out. And if Chris can hang with John, we'll get a great race here today. Let me see what's anything going on the stream here. Willie, how are you? How are you? You're watching the race, I see. Still not lining up side by side. I think we're going to do it right now. Let's see what kind of strategy John's going to use to stay ahead of Chris, because quali times were very, very close between those two guys. I'll quickly put up manufacturers for you. Before I do that, I want to make sure I get the pit stops right today. One pit stop. And let's show manufacturers for fun. There's a manufacturers. And then we'll put race gaps here for now. So 3 McLarens, a Ferrari, Lamborghini, and 2 Porsches. All right, we are getting close to race start time. Let's go to the Helicam. Let's put on a good show here today, guys. Yeah, good. Glad you're healthy, Willie. Here we go. Getting close. Here we go. Here we go. Is Chris going to be able to do it? A little bit of strategy going on between those two guys. Green light. There we go. And here they're side by side. Saunders obviously has the inside track. Oh, they're staying side by side through Cops. And I don't see any yellow flags. I'm just going to stay with this. Looks like Bourne has the inside. Bourne has got the lead. All right. That is a huge, huge undertaking there. John Saunders lost the lead. So I'm just going to go down the point. Go down here, see if there's anything else going on. Hugo is off. Let me go back and look to see what happened to Hugo. There we in replay mode. I don't have my button set up here. I'll just hang on. And where are we? We're following Hugo for a second or two. Where did he go off? Oh, I didn't even see what happened there. Holy smokes. Just popped right off. Okay, we're going to be live in 1 second. Okay, let's get back up to the front. Let's see what Bourne's got a second lead on Saunders. Look at that. What a start. What a start for Bourne. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go on board with Saunders for a second, just to see how he is viewing all this. And at the back, we've got a lot of action going on, but I'm going to stick with this for just a little bit to see if John can recapture that lead. The first lap, cold tires and all. I wonder if there's some strategy going on here with Chris. Maybe he's got light fuel and wanted to get ahead that way. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll get an interview going at the end if I can catch those guys. All right, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, Ken Schmidt. He just went off. Let me see what happened there. For some reason, I can't switch cameras. Oh, looks like Michael McLennan is off. Let's see if I can catch Michael. There's Michael. He's off. We're going to go back 30 seconds because that is huge. Let me get my buttons going here. We are in replay mode. Replay. There we go. McLennan had a problem. I'm not sure who that is behind him at this point. Oh, he got touched. That is huge for McLennan. As you know, he is the leader. So that is a nasty, nasty turn of events for Michael McLennan. We'll get back to that live action now to see he is in 20th place. So that is huge. So Daniel Britos now. Where is Daniel? Where is Daniel in the standings? I'm going to get back up to see what's happening with Bourne and whatnot. They are 1 second apart. Thomas Rainier in silver category. He is. I'm going to go to car numbers here for a second. See what Thomas Rainier's in second place. He is challenging Danielle, though. Those two guys are got it. So let's just go back to McLennan. Britos, where is Mr. Britos? Britos is in 8th. So this is huge, 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 huge. If this gap stays, Britos will be our leader of the championship in the silver category. He's only 13 points behind. So yeah, he only needs 3 or 4 places to become the champion of this category, of his category. Let me look at some gaps here. Thomas, who is in the lead? Mr. Graham Garnham is in the lead for the bronze category. Thomas has got a good, that is the closest gap right now. No, it's not. We've got Throwbridge going to take a pass on Jeremy. Let's get onto the helicam. Let's see what happened here. We're in Beckett's. Terry's going to put a move, and right behind Terry is Ollie. And he's not going to make it happen here on the straight. I don't think.
Pit window is opening.
Pit window is open. Let's see what's going on at the top. Saunders is falling a little bit more behind at 1.3 seconds there for a second. No, it's 1.0 now. So he's what, a 1 second lead. Chris does over Saunders, but that is certainly going to change over time. I think those two guys were so close together in this race. A quick look at my volumes, not so bad. What's going on at the... All right, let's just see where McLennan is there. McLennan is in 19th place. He's made up 1 spot. Craig Holmes, he is trying to get ahead of Stuart Packham. He is on his tail big time. Let's go into the cockpit. There we are. Love that livery of Packham's. See if Holmes can make any wood. Got a little bit of a different braking point through Cops there. Got in even closer. Bird's not very far behind these two, so whatever happens. And Packham is not very far behind Birche either, so this is a very good... Oops, sorry. Oh, something happened to Holmes there. Let's go back for a second. What happened? This is replay mode here. Get in the cockpit. Oh, I missed it again. Oh well, we're off replay. Sorry about that. I picked the wrong camera to see what happened there. It looked like he just lost his back end, I think, a little bit. All right, what do we got here? Ollie. There's Ollie. He is after Terry Throwbridge, who's after Jeremy. So this is a good little battle right here. Find a good camera angle. There's those three guys. Lots of nice stream of cars there, isn't there? There's Ollie, lost a little bit of space there. Ooh, right behind him is Antonio. Antonio is right up his ass now. And not far behind him is Jean-Marie de Gouraud. So Jean-Marie is here. Okay. I didn't realize Jean-Marie was on track. Jean-Marie is in third place in the standings. He is not very far behind Rodriguez. Where is Rodriguez? So he's got a good 10 points. That's important. He might jump from third place in the standings to second if he can maintain this gap to Rodriguez. What's happening at the top here? John's put a little bit of a dent in Bourne's lead, and I'm going to get on board here. These guys have got a 2-second lead over the next guy, who's Steve Howells. I'm going to get on board with John for fun and see how he is cutting into that lead a little bit. Both McLarens. He's going to bide his time here and find out where he's better than Chris. Which corners. I'm sure they got something a little bit different. He gained a little bit of time there, so he's got a little bit of a different braking point. But now he knows he's got that spot. That's a great spot to pass. He is right up on Chris now. Chris is going to be feeling the pressure. Let's go to Chris in his back wing. That's another fun angle to watch. This is going to be a battle all day, I think. All day. John got a great entry there and a great exit through the loop. Let's just see another angle here. Watch it from John's point of view. Down the straight in Brooklands. Let's see if he can get a little bit more out of it. Not really. It's the other straight that he has the advantage, I think, on the corner. I just love that this ACC TV that we use, Krista and I, has live gaps. That is way better than the ACC broadcast, other broadcast things, because you can watch the gaps as they go. Let's just quickly turn here to Rainier and Britos, because this is another hot battle. Hot battle. And I'll do a recap in a second in terms of what all this means for standings in 1 second, as Thomas is right on top of Daniel Britos. And Britos has got to be careful here because he is in great shape for the standing, so he does not want to get into an altercation with Thomas. Because, let's just do that recap. So Britos is in 8th place. McLennan is in 19th place. So that's a huge difference in the standing. So that will bring him into 2nd place for sure. No, that'll bring him into the lead. Sorry, 207. McLennan's only got 220 points. Daniel Britos has 207. So he's only 13 points behind. So I am pretty sure this might be a league leading issue if McLennan can't make up any ground. Somebody on the stream, if they can do the calculation for me, that would be great. Just go to SimGrid, look at the points, the scoring, and look at how many places does Britos have to be up to get first place away from Mr. McLennan, because Mr. McLennan's got a lot of work to do. Dimitri, what happened to Dimitri? There's Dimitri. Let's just see. This is a replay here. Let's go to the helicam. He went back 30 seconds. Dimitri is, not sure where he's in the standings. What he was before this. Ended up in the pits just, that looks like a failure of equipment. I don't think that is a failure of his, not a racing failure for sure. He's in the pits now. Go back to Chris for a second. Chris has dropped back to 8/10 of a second. Let's just go down here. Let's just see. We've got Chris Bourne in the lead with John Saunders not that far behind. Let's go in the cockpit these guys. There's Steve Howells is in third place. You can see the back end of Saunders way up there. Next is Merche, who can see Steve. Stuart Backham is right next to Merche. Oh, he's come right up on Merche that time. Derek Bird is 3 seconds back, who's being harassed by Craig Holmes. So that is our platinum category. They've got a good lead on the rest of the crowd here. Because next we've got Danny Britos, who's in first place in platinum, and he's closely being harassed by Thomas Rainier. He's only a second or so behind. And Terry Trowbridge is about 6 seconds behind them, but in first place in platinum or bronze category is Paul Garnham, and second place is Richard Coulombe, who's not that far. Oh, he's 3 seconds back. So Garnham is going to hang on to his lead leading. Oh, and Richard just went off while I was watching. I was looking down. Be careful how you reconnect. So Richard went off and lost a number of places there. So that brings second place into is Grolot. Where is Grolot? Jean-Marie Grolot is in second place now in the bronze category, but McLennan is making a charge. He's up to 15th now. He knows he's got to get back in the game here to maintain his lead. But in third place is Antonio Ferreira. I have to get his pronunciation. So there's where we are, pretty much. And let's go back to the top, see how Saunders is doing. He's got that. Seems like Chris can stay ahead of him by about 8/10 of a second. Just can't make any inroads in here. Now, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or if he's racing as hard as he can. Let's go back into the cockpit with him for a bit and watch his steering inputs. Go on with the comments on the stream. That's the corner. It seems that John can make up some time here and there. We have completed 15 minutes into the race here. These two guys are definitely at it. Have to be watchful to see what happens here. But John's quite smooth. Quite smooth. Let's get on board with Chris for a bit and see how smooth he is in terms of keeping that lead. Through Cops. Built up his lead again here. Let's watch how he gets through Maggots. Nicely done. Great smooth here, smoothness, no crazy inputs at all. This is where John seems to catch up to him a little bit. Let's just see what happens on this one. Oh, Derek Bird's in the pits. I didn't see if something happened to him. Look at how nice and smooth Chris is. It looks like he did a change. He's changing something on the fly. I didn't notice what it was, but whether it was ABS or his traction control. But you notice his fingers made a little change there. That means he changed something. All right, those guys are just barreling along in the same spot here, but this is Ollie trying to get ahead of Mr. Arrobas. And McLennan is now up to 14th. So Well, McLennan wants to maintain that. Daniel Britos is in 7th. I still think that he can overtake Michael if he keeps that gap. It looks like Michael is really, he's got 3. He's got a lot of time to make up. Daniel Britos is 5, 8, 11. He's a good 12 seconds ahead of Michael, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So he is now 1, 2, 3, 4 places ahead of behind Britos. That is probably close to 20 points. So it's getting close. He's got to get by Ollie and maybe Jeremy to keep his lead. But right ahead of him, Jeremy and Ollie are having a battle and a half. There's Ollie. And Britos is under pressure from Thomas. Thomas could be the spoiler here. I think Thomas was in 4th place, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just see if I can see that. No, Thomas is in 8th place. The number of DNFs. So how are we doing? John Saunders is a second back. Everybody's got a little bit of a lead here now. And it's settling in here for the nearly the halfway through the race. Not sure why Bird pitted. Is he out again? Yes, he is. Bird pitted quite early. But this is the battle on track right now. Thomas on Britos is going to have significant effect on the standings in the silver category. Like I said, McLennan needs at least 3 or 4. He's got to get up within 3 or 4 places to maintain his championship lead, I think. And our lead in let's just take a look at our lead in bronze category here. So Grolo is racing. Where is Grolo? Grolo is in 2nd place right now. He needs he's 11 points behind Rodriguez, whereas Rodriguez is behind him by 2 places. That's going to be very close also. Again, 5 to 6 points between different places in the standings. Garnham is 9 points up, and Garnham is in 1st place, so behind Rodriguez. So these 3 guys have, if they maintain their positions, that's exactly where they are in the standings right now. It's Garnham with 238, Rodriguez with, oh no it's not, Rodriguez was 229, and Poulom has pitted. Derek, taking a peek at Derek, yes he has pitted and got his pit stop complete. Here is our battle for 1st position. Looks like John Saunders has the fastest lap. His lap was 158.107, whereas Chris's best lap is 158.165, so 0.6 of a second between the two of them. John gets a point for best lap, by the way. But look at this. He is right on his tail now. Right on his tail. You guys have opened up a 6-second lead over 3rd place Steve Howells. So this is just for fun because these guys are not going to change positions in the championship unless something very nasty happens. I don't even think that would. I think he's got a good 40-point lead. Where are we with our other boys? Where is McLennan? McLennan's in 13th place now, and he is challenging Ollie. Let's just see if he gets another place. This is going to be significant. Yes, he does. I don't know if Ollie let him. Looks like Ollie might have let him go by. What happened to Ollie? He went off track slightly. Guess he didn't want to battle with people. That is significant in terms of the standings. Paul Gorham is in. Oh, McLennan's going in the pits. Early pit stop for, not really that early, 25 minutes in. So Britos, it's going to be very interesting to see where Britos comes. He's hopefully noticing that McLennan went into the pits, possibly a bit early. Halfway mark is 25. So we lost a driver. Brian Murray's there. Brian, what do you think? How far ahead does Daniel Britos have to stay ahead of McLennan for McLennan to or for Britos to overtake McLennan in the standings? My recollection is 6. I'm going to take a quick peek if I can find that. If I can find that quickly, I'm going to put it on auto broadcast here for the fun. If I can remember how to do that. Autopilot. This is autopilot, and I'm just going to go off and take a quick peek at SimGrid. And see what we need. Scoring, there we go. All right, first place is 48 points. It's 6 points between first and second. 5 points between second and third. 5 points? Yeah. 5 points, 4 points between third and fourth, 3 points between fourth and fifth. Ooh, that's it's going to be pretty tough. Let's see here. Daniel needs 13 points, so he's got. If he can stay in first place, he gets 6, 5, and 4. That is 15 points. So he has to finish first, and McLennan has to finish. We're not watching the right thing here, are we? That's not very interesting. Let's get back to broadcasting here. Let's find somebody interesting. That's Chris Bourne. Is he back out? Yes, he is. So what do we got here? So, as I said, 3 places ahead might just do it for Britos if he finishes in first place. Bourne's approaching. Is this Bourne and Sanders? Yes, it is. Saunders. This is a huge change where I was gone. Well, we're watching the race here now. Bourne's got back on track. They must have done his pit stop, and Saunders came out very close to him. Let's go on Helicam here. But looks like Bourne was able to stay ahead of Saunders. Wow. So that pit stop, I wasn't quite watching it. Didn't notice that Chris was in, and he came out just at the same time, pretty much as Saunders. But look at that, he's able to maintain his lead. So that is pretty exciting stuff. And sorry I missed that. I should have been on top of that, really. Get pit stops finished here. And looks like who is gone into the pits? Where's my buddy Mr. Bourne? Britos, I mean. Just stay on with Bourne here, you guys. jump to Saunders. And take a peek at Saunders and Bourne. But where is the Britos? Britos has completed his pit stop. He is still in first place. And where is Mr. McLennan? Mr. McLennan is now in. He has completed his pit stop. And he is in third place. So that will get him, I think, maintain his... that will definitely maintain his championship. There we are looking at. Let's look at Mr. McLennan. There is Mr. McLennan. So barring any nastiness, McLennan will maintain his lead in the championship. But the exciting race part is right here with these two fellas. And that means nothing in the standings, means a lot for a race win. These guys are competitors. As you know, they're week after week after each other, and they're getting another classic race here. We're going to follow these guys a little bit more now because it looks like standing-wise, there's not going to be much change in terms of league standings. So we're just going to watch battles here. Thomas Rainier, Terry Throwbridge is off and in big trouble. What happened here? Here's a replay for Mr. Throwbridge. Let's just watch him and quickly jump to Helicam if we have to. He's all by himself, so this looks like it's going to be self-inflicted. Oh, just went off. That was very strange. That looks like another equipment issue, because that didn't look like it was an error on his part. I don't think that was... trying to find our race leaders again. There is Mr. Saunders. And Chris is just ahead of him. They're starting to run into where is Chris Bourne? Oh, there he is. For some reason there, he disappeared for a second. That scared me. All right, what do we got going in terms of battles? Well, we've got Derek on Craig Holmes. Are they even on the same lap? Yes, they are. In the same category. Well, what is happening here? We're getting... I'm missing people there. All of a sudden, on my screen anyway, I'm not so sure what's happening on the stream, but the cars are disappearing on me. But this is Derek Bird harassing Mr. Holmes. Is he going to make it happen? He made it happen. Oh no, that's Bird. What am I on? I'm on with Holmes here. I've got to get behind here. There we go. We're on with Derek. Not sure if you guys were seeing the same thing. Oh, Saunders is getting really close all of a sudden. Is he going to make his move? Looks like Chris is trying to break that drafting that he's doing. Only get one move there, Mr. Chris, in the braking zone. There he goes, taking off again, half a second behind. Let's just see if he makes up any time on this straight here. He usually makes up time in this corner right here. Didn't make up very much that time. Comes into Vale. Looks like the only battle right now on the track is really this one, except for Holmes and Bird. Let's go back to Holmes and Bird. There's Holmes and Bird. Oh, Jean-Marie Groslo on Jeremy. Well, that looked like it was closer for a second. Back to Saunders. What's happening on the stream? Very close, John, that time. Well, Ollie, you've got Ollie's got a cheerleader in Willie. Hello, Andreas. Long time no hear from you. Good for you to join us. Yes, sir. CBO is definitely a master. Yeah, Brian. I did miss getting ahead of Chris. Sean got ahead of Chris in the pits. But now we're back to the way it looked at the beginning of the race. This all happened right at the beginning of the race where Chris got the same lead of about 7/10 of a second within the second corner. And John's not been able to cut into that lead throughout the whole race. Be interesting to see if he ever does get ahead of him, whether he can pull away, but I'm not sure he can. They were very, very close in the qualification. Oh, John's right up onto him now. Let's go to the helicam just in case something happens here. Maybe we'll watch helicam for a while. Very, very close, within I think 2/100ths of a second for qualification. And their best times, let's just take a quick peek here. Chris has the fastest lap right now, I think. Does he? Yes, he does. He got a 1:57.997. Oh, look at Saunders go right into him there. This is gonna happen. It's gonna come down to, I think, who's got the better tire handling. So Chris has got a 4/10 better time, 4/100, sorry, better time than John Saunders. So that's basically nothing, really, to be honest. Mr. McLennan has climbed up into 10th place from 20th, remember. He's 10 seconds back of Thomas Rainier now. So he has done a great job at holding his championship points lead. But on track today, this is just a battle for the ages. Too bad it's not for like something like the championship or something like that. And we've seen some pretty exciting stuff. But these guys are competitors. They're going to battle anyway. I don't think either of them will make a difference points wise. You just quickly do check that again. Platinum standings. John is 30 points ahead of Chris, so he could basically lose the race here and still win the season. Thomas and Danielle Brito's been another battle that has been going on the whole race. This is for the race lead in silver. So that's pretty exciting also. John is just on top of, back into the cockpit here and see what he is looking at. That's what he is looking at there. Been able to make some inroads. He's been behind by 0.7 or so the whole race, and now he's right up into his trunk, really. I wonder if there was a change in anything in the pit stop. We've got 13 minutes of this exciting action left to go. There's a couple little battles going on behind here with Thomas. Let's just show Thomas. Same kind of gap. And now we've got Ollie on Antonio. And Jean-Marie Groslo in against Jeremy. That is not the position within the same category, however. So let's just go back to John here. John's dropped back just slightly. Trouble with this, from John's point of view, is he can't bide his time in the sense of Chris is not going to make a mistake. So he's going to have to win this race on his own. Very few mistakes by either of these two drivers. We've been watching them all season. So Brian is telling me that Danielle is 13 points behind. The difference between first and third is 11 points. So McLennan now is in third place. So if it sits this way at the end of the race, McLennan maintains his championship standings in the silver category, but Danielle will jump into second ahead of Rodriguez. As Rodriguez is way down there in 17th. So Danielle's having a great race. There's some traffic up ahead. I can see if I can see who that is. Hold on. Can you see who that is? It's Daniela Vella. So that is going to have some bearing on this race today. Oh, John went really deep that time. He is taking it to Chris. Chris is going to be feeling the pressure. He's going to have, let's just take a quick peek at Chris's rear view mirror if we can see it. You can see down on the bottom there, he's got a rear view mirror full of that McLaren grille. Let's see what else is happening down here. Thomas Rainier is still trying to get ahead of Danny Britos. McLennan is 12 seconds back. Ooh, a little bit of grass there from Chris. And in 7th and 8th place there, Bird. And right here, Holmes and Bird is a bit of a battle. On that Porsche. 2 Porsches here, so interesting little battle there. Thomas on Danny is still happening. And what else have we got here? That's about it. Let's flip back on here with John. There's the traffic coming up ahead. Let's see if this is going to have... That's Vella. Vella, I believe, has been known to not be that great at blue flagging, if I remember correctly. Hope I'm not speaking out of turn there. And this looks like he's going to do a great job. Looks like Chris is... Oh, very good job, Vella. Very good job. You don't want to mess with these two guys. They're having such a great race. I apologize for making the implication that you might not pulled aside properly there, but just no difference in the standings here because of that. Let's get a little Ollie time here. Ollie. He is after Antonio. Not making too many headways. He's been back and forth between them quite a bit. Anybody else getting close? All the battles are still a little spread out a little bit now. Just Ollie's the one trying to get ahead of Vieira. And in our battle for the championship, McLennan is hanging in there in third place. If Thomas ever does get ahead of Danielle, that'll be it. No way that can happen. So all McLennan has to really do is stay on the track today. And he is our champion in the silver category. In the bronze, Paul Granum. Garnham. Here he is. He is in the lead here in the category, his category. Next in the standings is Rodriguez. And so Rodriguez is in 17th. He will not overtake him. Third in the standing is Grolot. Grolot is only 11 points behind Rodriguez, however. So Rodriguez is in... let's just do some counting here. Rodriguez is only 2 places behind, so that's not going to be enough for Jean-Marie to overtake Rodriguez. Oh, wait a sec. Only 2 places behind yet. So that's not going to happen either. So I think we've got our leader set for season 14, our podium set for season 14 in terms of the league championship. So they were close, but not close enough. There's some possibility of some changes in those 2 of the categories anyway. The big boys up there in platinum, there was no change possible. Oh, excuse me. Big yawn here. Like I said, I drove for 13 hours yesterday to be here with you people on the stream for eSeniors. So eSeniors, 50-year-old and over sim racers. If you're watching us for the first time, which is not likely because most of the people watch here quite often, just jumping over to Craig here because he's got very close to Derek Bird all of a sudden. 2 Porsches. I'm not sure if I have Craig's. There we go. Is Craig going to take him on the straight? Let's go him in the cockpit. If he's going to have a different braking point. Both Porsches. He did have a different. He's taking a crack at him. Taking a crack. Let's go to Helicam. He's taking a crack. There's only 6 minutes left in the race. Battle for the last place in platinum in this race, but not in the standings. So, but it doesn't matter. We at eSeniors are just competitive guys. We will battle to the finish. No matter what the standings are kind of fun, but we just like racing with real people. And if you're watching, season 15 starts in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Go on to SimGrid. First, you have to join Discord. Just search for eSeniors GT3 eSeniors GT3 World Championships, and you will get onto Discord. And through Discord, you can get the links into SimGrid to join our league to race with real people. Listen, folks, I am in the bottom of bronze, and I have a great time. You will find somebody who is similar to your racing ability in this league, and you will have a great time racing with them week after week. Racing with real people is a lot of fun. Let's look at what's happening. This is Greg Holmes and Derek Bird getting close to the end of the race, so people are going to start taking chances. Look at this going. These guys are going. These guys are doing it. 270 kilometers an hour on the end of a straight with these GT3 cars. So anyway, getting back to that. Join us, join us, join us. Don't be afraid. We're a fun group of guys. If you're just learning, no problem. We will help you along. Like I said, whoa, Craig's just pushing really hard. Let's just go into the cockpit for fun, see what's going on at the steering wheel. But anyway, just join us. It's a lot more fun racing against real people than it is against the sims. And we're a lot of fun chatting, trading, advice on equipment, trading, trash talk, you name it, we do it. Again, eSeniors GT3 World Championship. Find us on Facebook. Find us on Discord. Find us on YouTube. Just come on down. We have a limit of 50 drivers per race, but we've never come close to having that problem. So just join us. Oh, Saunders is making a move again. We gotta stick with this because I think Saunders is gonna start taking some liberties here and seeing what he can do. He's got nothing to lose. He's got the championship wrapped up. All 3 leaders in this championship in their category have it wrapped up. So now it's just fun racing. Ah, yes, Brian. We are 50-year-old sim racing drivers. And remember, sim racing is a sport. So that makes us athletes. We're 50-year-old athletes. And if you participate with us in a 50-minute race for the first time, you will feel like an athlete. You'll be sweating your balls off. The other part that you will certainly learn to control is your sphincter, because 50 minutes without going to the bathroom for a 50-year-old plus guy, some of us are 70, some of us are 65. That is an athletic endeavor on its own. 2 minutes left in the race. 2 minutes left. We got a few battles going on, and when it gets down to this level, this end of this race, people start to take chances. We've got this race going on. We've got Thomas and Daniel Britos who've been battling this whole race. So if you are watching for the first time, this is the way it is. You find someone you know, you have similar abilities on, and that's what you do. You race them the whole race. These guys, week after week, are in with each other. So you get to know them. Know their racing styles. You get to know their weaknesses. Of course, these guys, both Thomas, Holmes, and Saunders, have been following the guys in front of them the whole race.
Give it all you can.
Final lap. We're going to stay with John. We're going to get in the cockpit because this is where he might take some chances. He is, and there's a little bit of traffic ahead of him. Let's just keep this watch. Let's just watch this. Here it comes. Who's that in the BMW? I'm not quite sure. Oh, Helicamp. Are they going to let them go by? Oh, good job staying out of the way. But that's not going to help Saunders. Get back in the cockpit with Saunders. Got half a lap to go. Lots of chances. We're only behind by that 5 car lengths. Caballero just passed Castalgay at the back there, but we're going to stick with this one all the way through. Going through Hamilton Straight into the Abbey. Look at that, Chris. Just smooth as silk. Smooth as silk. Great racing, guys. Just great racing. Saunders went a little deep there. See what kind of an exit he gets out of the loop. Long straight here. He gets a good exit. He's not making any headway. Actually, Chris is pulling away from him just a little, trying to break that stream. And Saunders coming up to the last few corners. Looks like Saunders is not going to be able to do it. What a great race, Chris. What a great race. Here we go. Woodcock, and to take the checkered flag. There he is. First and second place. Beautiful job from these two guys. Let's find Mr. Graham here, who is in first place. Mr. Graham Garnham right here. Nope. We want Britos. We want Britos in silver. Here he is, silver. He's been harassed by Thomas Rainier the whole race, but he has held his cool. He is going to win the race today in the silver category. Great job, Danielle. Great job. And here, let's go through and watch him. Let's see the flash, Danielle. No flash. Great job. Paul Garnham is in first place in the bronze category. He might be moving up to silver next year. And looks like Ollie. Were you trying to get by Grullo? Sorry, I just jumped there. There's Paul, and he just went over the finish line. So that is our race for today. That is the end of the season for eSeniors in the GT3. And I'll recapping again, Mr. John Saunders is the champion in platinum. In silver category, it is Michael McLennan was able to come back from 20th place and finish in 10th to maintain and save his championship. And in bronze category, it is Paul Garnham. Congratulations, all you guys. Hit that like button. Of course, it's on my stream right now, but hit that like button anyway. And that's it for Season 14. We'll see you soon in Season 15, starting in just 2 weeks. Bye for now. and we'll see you on track.